Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today I'm super excited to share with you guys the new kerning feature for Cricut Design Space. So if you guys did not know that Cricut released the kerning feature for the font, so what does this mean? This means that whenever you type out your name or a word in cursive font, it's going to connect automatically. So before we used to have to ungroup the letters and then bring them back in and then weld them. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can just simply type out whatever you're looking for, your name, whatever it may be, and it's automatically going to connect those. So a question I already know is going to be asked, can you use these with your downloaded fonts? And the answer is yes. So I think a lot of people think it's only going to work with the Cricut fonts, and that's not true. You can definitely do this with your downloaded fonts as well. So as you guys can see, all of this that is written out right now is actually mismade. So this is a font that you guys can get over on Design Bundles, and I actually got this in a bundle, and I'll have it linked down below. This one right here is one of my favorites. And also, in case you guys are wondering, how did I get my background pink? So you can actually change your background. This has been here forever. A lot of people just don't realize it. If you come over here on the right-hand side, see where it says blank canvas? You can click that there. See where it says color? I can click it up here at the top, and normally it's white, but I've changed it to pink. And then I actually came to advanced, and then I brought it into a better pink that I liked. Now, another thing is you may notice that normally it's got the grid line. To get rid of the grid line or change the size of the grid line, you're simply going to click this blank square right here. So I just thought I'd go ahead and point that out as well, because whenever you're designing something out, say for example, I'm actually going to be working on a chalkboard, and this is going to be white adhesive vinyl. I could come up to the color and I can change this to black, and then I could come click the font and I can actually change this to white, so that way it looks like chalk. So I could kind of get a visual of what my background's going to look like. Same thing, say this was going to be wood. I could actually come over here, let's actually hit our background color. I could come to my background and I can change this to brown, advanced, get us a darker brown that this may be going on. Maybe it's a little bit of a lighter wood like so, just so you guys can kind of visually see what you're working with. So I just want to go ahead and point that out now, just in case you guys are wondering. So I thought it would be fun today to kind of do it in this little fun pink. And I'm actually going to change this back to black. And let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to delete this really quick, and let's start over. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and bring in some of your downloaded fonts. Now, a lot of you guys probably already have them, so you were just curious if you can use them. If you guys don't know how to bring in your downloaded fonts, I will have it up above me or down below, because we definitely have videos on that, so you guys can check that out. All right, so let's go ahead and start out by going to text. You're going to come up here and change your font. So let's go ahead and choose another one. The other one that I was actually using was called Mismade, and this one here is called Sweet Gold. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and type out welcome, just like so. So you can see how nice that is. It's going to bring them in all together. This feature here is something that we've all waited for a very long time, and this just makes Design Space so much better. I'm truly excited about it, and like I said, now I can just do, Thomas family. Let's go ahead and try that out. I'm going to double click here, and I could type out the Thomas family. Let me go ahead and do a caps here. The Thomas family. Just like so. Now, once I type this out, I could still come up to alignment. I can go to center. And if I want to do the line spacing, I can still do all of that here, like so. So there you have it. Now, one thing that I've noticed here is you guys can see this here. Let me go ahead and zoom it in just so you guys can really see. All right, so now that I've got it zoomed in here, you see this little cut mark right here. This means that it's still going to cut. See that right there? So once you have everything selected, I still recommend hitting weld just to make sure that everything is going to attach nice and smoothly. So whenever you go to hit make it, it's going to be perfect. So let me go ahead and size this down to something that would actually fit on a mat so it doesn't give us a warning. So if we actually go to make it, you guys can see that everything is attached there. So I'm really excited about it. Once again, you guys can see how awesome this looks. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel here. So you guys can see how awesome this is. So we no longer have to sit here and bring and squish all of these in together. So all you're simply having to do is come up here to text, and you could, once you hit font, you could narrow this down to only Kern fonts, so it's only going to show those. But these are the ones that I have uploaded. Like I said, the first one I used was Mismade, and this one is called Sweet Gold, and I'll have both of them linked down below. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys one more thing using the Kern feature. So now that I've got it all together, I want to show you guys the other feature, Offset, here. If we go ahead and use this, I'm going to hit apply. So you guys can see now I've got a second look. So I've got the Kern feature, which brings everything in right away. Now I've got the Offset feature, which gives me that nice outline if I want it, or I can select them both. I can come down and hit slice, and now I have a whole new look. Check that out. So we've got 3 different looks that you can have here. How cool is that? So I'm really excited. This gives you that knockout design. So if you guys have been wanting to do knockouts with the Cricut Design Space, this is how you guys do it. And we can do it with the kerning feature where everything is together. It's going to make everything super fast when you're making projects. So I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Come play around with your downloaded fonts. Once again, I have these linked down below for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.